Hey, welcome to another video from the Outdoor Analyst. Today I've got an interesting one for you, and I just didn't know where to go with it. There are a lot of knives that I kind of think that I just pick up for purely aesthetics, kind of like the perfect pair knives. But then again, as I've kind of progressed in my hunting, there's a reason why I usually take at least two, okay, let's be realistic. I usually take 3 or 4 knives out with me every single time I go hunting. But nowadays, I take one knife out in particular for just a purpose I never thought. And I'll get into that a little bit. I'll get into it. So, the more I hunt on public land, the more I realize that I guess I've known a lot of crazy back spots thanks to my dad, and gone to places that are not well known and they're kind of out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. And yet, for some reason, I always seem to find some crazy people out there in the absolute middle of nowhere. So, part of my actually, it's not even new, it's just something I just naturally do, is, I always have one hell of a Bowie knife on there for just for fun. Kind of for fun, for protection, just posturing almost, if you will. Yeah, I'm always out there, whether I'm squirreling or deer hunting, mostly just kind of squirreling or going after rabbits. I've got much better options on me. But you know what? There's clearly one thing that always draws people's attention. No, it's not what's in my hands, it's not what's on the other side of my hip. It's usually the big old ass Bowie knife that's on my left side. And that is exactly what I take it for. So when I'm out there, this is one of my favorite pairs to do. One, I love this little Adventure Sworn Mountaineer. It is gorgeous. It's one of the best little bushcraft knives out there. And even when I'm squirreling, it's just fun to have. Do deep pants a squirrel, no problem with this. It's just great. And this wicked little Bowie is the Lon Humphrey Gunfighter. And I have really enjoyed having this on my hip this year. It draws a lot of attention, and it's exactly what I want. Is this something that you wear when you're going into, restaurant after you're hunting all day? No. Take it off. But you know what? When you're in the woods or getting out in the back country, yeah, this is worth carrying. And I used to just think big knives, big Bowies for actually just doing like woods management. But I throw them in my backpack. But not anymore. Now, I don't really do a lot of mountaineering or anything like that. I'm in the bloody Midwest. I mean, yes, there are times we'll all go and walk 5-6 miles, to get in and get out. That is not a big deal. And weight-wise, it's flatlands, man. We're not talking about 3,000 feet of elevation a day or more. No, we're talking about, a couple hundred. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. As long as it doesn't weigh your pants down, you're good to go. So these two are just a sick pair for where I'm at. I love having them on there. And yes, I'll usually have a nice folder and then probably a little better of a field dresser for whatever I'm going after. But you know what? It's nice to have something that looks good and just kicks butt too. Another one of those in kind of the same lights. This is going down for hog hunting. I picked these up. Another wicked pair. Desert Ironwood burl. Yeah, I've got a thing for having Adventure Sworns. Yeah, you can see how much use this thing's got. I've had this thing for years. It has done squirrels, it has done deer, it has done everything. And no, I generally do not like doing that with a Scandi, but you know what? If that's what you got, that's what you got. And this thing works really well. This is the Explorer from them. Desert Ironwood and I think black liners. Man, super nice. One of the most comfortable knives. Took me a little bit to get used to their version of the Coke bottle, but it actually is really comfortable, and I do like that you can kind of do even a weird choke up because they can leave that without being sharp, and I have not sharpened it in that area. Resharpen this a ton, but not there. And then a great little pig sticker, but more than a pig sticker, this thing is also pretty darn intimidating, and yeah, it does have to do with the sweet sheaths that come along with them. Thanks, Lon. At least you got some good people. This was for that's for the pig sticker there. This one's for the gunfighter. And yeah, they look good. They look mean. They draw attention. That's exactly what I want. Especially for Texas. Yes, that is exactly what I want. Yeah. These are awesome. I love these kind of as a perfect duo pair. And yet again, I'll still have a field dressing specific knife that goes along with me in a folder. I guess I should do EDC check today. Let's see what we got. Christopher Ward, Trident again. Oh, this is the Ombre Bronze folder today. Demco 8020 in Grivory. Liked the Gryvery, had the titanium and crewware, did not like it nor keep it. Weighed more than this knife right here, which is just gosh darn ridiculous. But anyway, there's EDC. Awesome, awesome pair. Bowie knife does exactly what it needs to do. It's got some crazy length, and yet this thing, good for just about everything else. So you know what? Move these over to the side. Oh man, I have one more good, sweet pair. This is kind of a newer one. My old school original one, I should have just brought that out. I'll do that another time. One of my favorites. This is the Bark River Highwayman 3, and then a brand new pair. This is the Vehement Bark River Quartermaster EDC. Awesome, awesome pair of a knife. This is actually perfect. Yeah, I don't even need another dedicated field dresser. This is great for deer, squirrels. Takes care of that, rabbits. And then this is just nice and, it just looks nice and mean and can do the work. Great little slasher. It's not too heavy. You get too heavy, any heavier than this. This is much thicker than a lot of the Highwayman 3s that I've seen. There are some really thin ones out there, but this thing's got a lot of weight to it. But not too much that it's not actually, useful for what it could be used for. I mean, chopping limbs of trees, that is. But that is just a sweet little pair, and this is so light. Man, this is fine to throw on the right side, that on the left, and then have actually something that matters on your right side right in front of it. Or behind it, however you want to run things, it's all you. But another cool pair, another cool Bowie. And yes, I know it's weird, but if you hunt crazy places, you're going to run into crazy people. And that's just what I've found. And instead of having to do any sort of crazy talks or posturing or ever get into a weird situation, you know what? Looking the part helps. And it keeps you out of all those situations. Because I know exactly where eyes are drawn. And ironically, it's not to the things that would be the most dangerous. It's this. Or it's the Bell Bowie. Or most recent one was the Gunfighter. And you know what? It did more than what I ever could have dreamed it could have done. And that's exactly what I wanted it to do. So there we go. Weird video. Kind of a perfect pair video, yet you know why I use Bowies when I'm not just clearing trails? Bowies are sweet. Bowies look dangerous and freaking A, man. I gotta love them. So anyway, there we go. Strange video. I hope you had fun. This is kind of my pre-Christmas fun time to do videos since the wife is out. All I'm stuck here with is just the dog. It is a win all around. So have yourself a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and we'll catch you on the next one.